Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my next video. This video is about probability, and probability is one of my favorite subjects in math. I really like it. Well, it is not very hard, but there are a lot of things you have to think of. You have to know. Also, the way to write it down is very important. If you look at this question here, let me remove this annoying thing out of the screen. So it's gone. It says, what if you throw a dice? What chance do you have to throw a 5? Now I know, I hope all of you know what a dice is. It has 6 sides, and it has 1 till 6. Those are the number of eyes you can throw. And you want to know what the chances you get a 5. So how do we write this down? The P is what we use for probability. So if you want to calculate a chance, I also always write down the P. Now we want to throw a 5. So well, let's just say usually what you use is something of a letter, but I just write down in between this is the chance to throw a 5. Throw a 5. Or even better would be I throw it 1 die and I want 1 5. So 1 times a 5. So I want to have 1 5. So this would be a better thing to write down. Then well, I have 6 sides in the die and I only want 1 of those. I want to throw a 5. So I have a 1 out of 6. That is that's my probability. Now, probability is, you have to calculate on 3 decimals, so I do 1 divided by 6 here, and then I have 0.167. Alright, that's the probability. Now, if you want, you can change from probability to percentage. How to do that? You just multiply this with 100, so this switches to places, and you have 16.7%. Alright, now, you do not only have a 5, you have 6 sides, so for each of those the chance would be 16.7%, because one side isn't more often to come up than the other one. So if you add all these, you have 6 of these, we add it, you will get 100%, because 100% is your total amount of what can happen. Also, if you add this, so you have this for the 5, and if you would also calculate it for the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4 and the 6, and all you add it, then you have 1. So your total chance is always 1, and the chance you get a 5 is 0.167. Now, for instance, something else. If I throw a coin, and I want to have the chance that I throw heads. So the chance that I throw heads. Well, that is 1 out of 2. So that is 0.5. That is the chance that you get heads. So still pretty easy. Then we got to something more difficult. We get to, what if you throw 2 dices? You throw 2 dices and you want the combined number of eyes to be 5. So with 2 dices you want 5 eyes. So if you have a 1 dice, you have a 5. That's not possible, because in the other one you will at least have 1 eye, and you want a combined eye of 5. So what you can use for this is a table like this here. I have 1 till 6 here, and I have 1 till 6 here. So this represents 1 die, and this represents the other dice. So what I can do with this, if with 1 dice I throw 1, and with the other one, well, also 1, then my combined number of eyes is 2. If I throw 2 eyes with this dice and 1 eye with this dice, then my combined number of eyes is 3. And here it's also 3. Then if I go over here, if I throw a 3 with this dice and a 1 with this dice, I get 4. Well, 2 and 2 is also 4, and 1 and 3 is also 4. So you see that this increases with 1 each time. So this will be 5, this will be 6, and this will be 7. Right? And this will be 5, this will be 6, and this will be 7. As you can see, if you go diagonally, the numbers will be the same. So you have 5, 5, and then you have 6, 6, 6, and then you have 7, 7, 7, 7, and then you have 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and then you have 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 11, 11, 11, 11, 1, 11, and then 12. Alright, so these are the number of eyes you can have with each throw. So the maximum number of eyes you can have with 2 dice is 12, and the minimum amount is 2. So this is actually pretty handy if you play Catan, the Settlers of Catan, Kolonisten van Catan, then you have to use these numbers, and then you know what is more likely to occur. Because if you look at this, the 7 here it appears 6 times in this chart, and the 3 only appears 2 times. So if you need to bet on anything, and you want to bet if you throw a 7 or a 3, I would go with 7, because the chance that you get a 7, well, is much greater. So let's calculate the chance. We want to know the chance that we throw 5 eyes. So 5 eyes on the with the dice. So how do we calculate this? If you look at this, the total number of possibilities here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 6 of those rows. So the total number of possibilities is 36. We have 36 different outcomes. Alright, and we were looking for 5 eyes, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 exercises that have 5 eyes as an end result. So this is 4 out of 36. That's our probability. And if we calculate it, 4 out of 36, we get 0.111. Probability always on 3 decimals, unless you only have 1 decimal or 2. So 3 decimals, 3 decimals. That's the chance you get 5 eyes with 2 dice. So you see that the chance with 5 eyes with 2 dice is less than with 1 dice. Okay, we can do another one. The chance to get, well, let's say 9 eyes. Was it the same? Oh, that's the same. So let's do a different one. Let's see, 8 eyes. The chance to get 8 eyes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 out of 36. 5 out of 36. So the probability 5 divided by 36 is 0.139. That's the probability you get 5 eyes or 8 eyes. It's 5 out of 36. Then, well, let's say the chance to get 4 eyes or less. 4 eyes or less. So that's not only the 4, it's not only this one, and this one, but also this one and this one and this one. Now, if you get something of an exercise like this, you could use colors to mark what you need to use. So we have this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And in the next video, I will show an even better way to write things down and make a schedule of your own. But we have this schedule, so it's easy for me to just circle this. But it's not the most effective way, but in this case it is. But in the next video I'll show you other ways. So we have 6 out of 36, and this is 0.167. So this is the probability that you throw 4 eyes or less with 2 dice. Alright, so this is the basic of probabilities. In my next video I will go much further into probability. So thank you very much.